All right, welcome. Episode 60 of Hip Hop High Society presents the Roundtable Hip Hop Discussion. And 60 is a very significant number because I think the average podcast makes it to maybe 6 or 7 episodes. We done motherfucking times 10 that bitch. So salute to us, you feel me? And without further ado, let me introduce my esteemed co-hosts. Starting first, one of the regular schmegler motherfuckers. We got the one and only this week, Captain Comerica.
What's good, y'all? See, I didn't check. It was for last week, but we had some unexpected last-minute absences that kind of derailed the podcast. This was, I had a lot of smoke for them redcoats, so I didn't change it. I figured we might touch on that today, so they can still get these musket rounds. You know what I mean?
We want the smoke. I think that podcast name has already been taken, but yeah, we get the drift. Good to have you in the building there, brother. We got the one and only, the man of the hour, the man who's been finding some obscure artists. You can put me on some dope music, man. But salute to the one and only Obi Trice Kenobi. Obi, what's good with you, brother?
Oh, what's going on? Glad some of them are hitting at least. So that's always good.
Bubba, you fixed my Spotify algorithm. Like, you fixed it. I just started liking and downloading all the shit that you recommend, and my shit's like my Spotify playlist, the shit that they curate for you, it's never been better. So thank you.
Good. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. See, and I don't even follow the algorithm. I wish I had the time to get into anything past what I got lined up all the time, but good. I'm glad that's working out.
Gots to work the algorithm, brother. You use a what they call it, influencer, maybe aspiring.
Oh, okay. All right. You said it, not me. I'm not saying
that. Speak it to existence. Then we got the one and only rocking the bonnet. The monnet. I call it a monnet. You put it.
This is monnet. I never heard of a monnet.
Dale, what's good with you, brother? How you doing today?
Nothing much. Never better, brother. Never better.
Hey, man, it's good to see you in the building, man. Salute to you, brother, dropping them videos. Our new videographer. We are work in progress, but we getting it together. And then the one and only, the man in the background, rolling him up. What you rolling up today? A backwood? What the fuck you got? Old school? You going joint? You going 70s with it?
Man,
Ozzy Osbourne?
I don't even smoke, man. I don't even smoke, bro. I ain't smoking nothing. I'm smoking food. Smoking food on the b-ball court, bro.
Salute to the one and only super producer J Cloud, man. It's good to have you in the building, brother.
What up,
man? Salute to Dre out there in the chat. We see you, brother. And make sure, like I said, I want this to be more of a discussion with y'all. We want to talk with you and not at you. So if you're watching, make sure you drop a comment. We will read all comments as we go along. You got to stay for extra 10-15 minutes. As long as you ain't trolling, because we will get you out the paint. But outside of that, all comments are welcome. So let's get to the first topic at hand. The unks holding it down. I think this is my generation of people. I think I'm in the unk category. I've seen the categories pop up there. But they hold down the culture. We had the recent success of the Clips Slick Rick drop. We just recently had Raekwon drop to a lot of praise. A lot of good comments going in regards to that drop. I'm about halfway through it. I hope to finish it, but so far, definitely dope. So my question to y'all, I'm presenting out there is this basically uncharted territory for hip hop. And we'll put up the comment here. Andre 3000 watching all his peers rap at high level while he cleans the spit out stupid little clarinet. Or that's harsh, bro. That's harsh. But so what do y'all think, man? Are the unks holding it down? Is this uncharted territory? We had a lot of ageism, I think, in hip hop, recently or beforehand. Granted, hip hop's kind of in its infancy. It just turned 50, I believe, or a little bit more than 50. So what do y'all think about the drops, man? And is the unks kind of keeping it alive?
It is uncharted, but not because it's uncharted, because this is just where the point hip hop is now. I mean, it would have been a safe bet seeing the trajectory of hip hop after like the 2010s to be like, yo, this shit's gonna probably a lot of us said that same shit. Like, this shit's gonna die out soon. And the old heads are gonna tap back in and like people are gonna resonate with that, because like we talk about all the time, people mature with not only their taste in music, but the artists that they listen to as they get older. So it's been, and it's not just the last couple of weeks. Like Exhibit had some crazy shit. Aesop Rock, one of the best albums that he's ever made. Like it's been rocking and rolling since January, honestly. Starlito and Don Tripp, like best albums of the year this year were from the 30+ category. Even older than that. It's fucking Slick Rick's pushing 60, ain't he?
Yeah, he's 60, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like we're just at that point now, right? Where like, let's be honest, if like when the originators got started, like the stuff they were making once they got a little older, just like wasn't really feeling it, right? Like even that Melly Mel stuff from not too long ago, it's like that wasn't really working out. So we're at that point now where the artists that have content that works at an older age and lasts longer feels like they're older and they're releasing good stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that Melly Mel, you make me think of that Eminem Melly Mel short-lived.
I know.
I'm MC coming mock. Nah.
I didn't even. I know. I'm sorry. It was a bad. I won't be back. Don't worry, everybody.
It worked. Oh man. So what?
I think the old heads are starting to realize, just like what Lotto said, shut up and get in the booth. We don't want to hear that you hate how the new sound is. If you want to do your own sound, get in the booth and do it. There's nothing wrong with just getting the booth, even if you just put out 4 songs. You ain't got to put out 17. You ain't got to put out 15. Give me 4 or give me 7. Do the currency thing. Give me 7 every month. And shoot, Currency's pushing like 40, and still every album every month has been like a decent, good album.
Oh, as far as longevity goes, he's had one of the best careers, hands down, in hip hop. The way that he's played it, it's really something to be studied.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's it's kind of gonna go into the next topic we got. Currency is he built his fan base the correct way. I think a lot of people build a fan base based off the hype, and then once you're not hot anymore, you kind of lose that fan. Like, look, I mean, the classic example, I know we say it every week, but man, Tech Nine, bro. Tech Nine, when was the last time Tech Nine charted, bro? You know what I'm saying? But he's still living a pretty good life, still has a
pretty good. You seen that motherfucker's compound? What do you mean pretty good?
I mean, it's the Midwest, dog. You could do that with 500K.
Motherfucker owns half.
Go to the Midwest.
That motherfucker owns half of Missouri. He's got like 3 Rob Dyrdek fantasy factories.
Man, I probably can get 20 acres in Missouri right now. I ain't even gonna lie. It's not that hard to do, bro. But yeah, he built this fan base organically. If you're a Tech Nine fan, you are a fucking Tech Nine fan. He could drop an album of farts and they still gonna. Granted, he does drop high quality music, you feel me? But they're gonna buy his stuff regardless. He's not just gonna get what I call them the curiosity streams where people, oh, this shit sucks. Let me see how much it sucks. I think that happened to Wayne. You feel me? We seen the first week crazy sales, and then after that it kind of drops off. I think that's the quality, the telltale of quality, right? Those people are gonna continue to keep going up actually as it goes on, as they get the replay streams and stuff like that. So I think that's a sign of quality and longevity right there. You feel me?
How old is Boldy James? Because if Boldy James is older than me, I'm gonna be mad.
Boldy in his 20s, ain't he still?
Oh, he better be.
He's been around for a minute. He's been around since like early 2010s, late
42
2000s.
42.
Yeah, Boldy's. That's what I was gonna say. Boldy's older.
I ain't know he was
42.
Bro. Yeah, but older, bro. Damn, Boldy.
He older than Freddie. God damn.
Yeah, he just dropped. He just dropped a new track a few days ago. I was just listening to that.
That's why he's dropping an album every 2 weeks, because he only got like 8 more years to be in the game. I feel you, Boldy.
They just announced a Rome Streets Boldy, like literally right before we started this. Almost.
I gotta listen to that. I just heard that Westside Gun and that DJ Premier and Rome Streets. I was like, yeah, I need a new Rome Streets and Westside Gun.
Yeah, Boldy dropped a single yesterday with YRS Books.
Mm-hmm.
Good track.
And Boldy drops every 27 hours. Boldy drops. Raekwon, has anybody got a chance to check out the Ray joint while we speaking on that topic right there? And what do you think about it?
I spun it 3 times at the gym, like right before we did this.
What do you think about it?
I mean, there's probably some recency bias, I haven't revisited a lot of Chef stuff in a minute, but just from like my first couple surface level listens, it's like some of the dopest shit I've ever heard from him. Honestly, it's just like it's so like ironed out, and there's like some patina on it. You know what I mean? Like it's fire. I like it. The feature list is great. The man, they made fucking Benny and Westside look bad though on that track. That's all I got.
You think so?
Oh,
I just spun that shit. Like
Ray and Conway. I could just get a bunch of Ray and Conway projects. I could listen to them go back and forth forever. But fuck, man. And the thing that's one of my critiques of the album is that the order that they did that song in is they had Ray, Conway, Benny, then Westside. So like the trajectory of the song was like, oh, this is fucking fire. But like Benny and I love Benny. I rock with Westside, but they just couldn't keep up, and it kind of fucked the song up. It's still fire, but they could have just cut it after that second 16, and it would have been cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, I liked it.
I think you got Westside gotta go maybe second or something like that, bro. You can't have Westside gun anchoring. I don't think.
Hey,
but,
he did rap better though.
It's
sometimes Westside falls in that trap of like I'm gonna be obscure and goofy for the sake of being obscure and goofy, but he was rapping. It was cool.
You gotta put a brick in the air fryer sometimes. You got to.
Oh man,
I sold stolen watches at TJ Maxx. That's all you gotta do to make a Westside.
Yo.
That's all you gotta do. You just gotta random shit that you sold at some sort of convenience store.
Oh god, that shit had me crying.
Oh, Westside.
We gonna get this work.
You gonna get that work. Anybody else spin it? I think we gotta get a review. I'm gonna probably get a review up for it, but anybody else, what are your thoughts on it? If you had to maybe want to tin it, what you think?
Yeah, I liked it. There's a couple songs I liked a little bit less for sure, but I thought for as many features as there was, it melded in there pretty well. Kind of leaning on like an 8 out of 10 right now, personally.
Okay, that's about fair. That's
something like that.
Right,
yeah, same here, man. I think Supreme Clientele 2 is gonna be a 9. No.
I don't know, man. The last shit I heard from Ghost, man, I wasn't feeling it, bro.
Well, what about the last shit you heard from Ray?
Yes, true.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And Ghost was rapping his ass off on the shit he was on with Ray on this project. So if it's anything like that.
Yeah, bro. Keep in mind though, these are all coming out through Mass Appeal. So they got like the people over there executive producing these joints. So
I got you. So I'm checking out a little bit of this video. Ray speaking on the state of the culture, stuff of that nature. This is a 5-minute video, so I'm not gonna play the whole thing. Maybe like the first minute and a half, and we can digest it.
And I wanted to make my pieces still real hip hop for real niggas, so they could be like, yeah, now this is what I'm expecting from my artists, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Everybody got their little drill on how they do their shit, but make it hip hop. Make it hip hop. You know what I mean? Shout out the Clips. They did their thing. You know what I mean? I love y'all niggas, man. VA niggas, man. Salute, man. Y'all niggas been down forever, man. I respect that. Them niggas ain't, I stand on the principles they stand on when it come to hip hop. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. We want to hear hip hop, man. Niggas be classifying all kind of shit to be hip hop, and it ain't hip hop. And trust me, this ain't me dissing nobody. I don't got no time to be dissing nobody, because, I ain't even there right now. I'm trying to get this money, nigga, and things is looking bright for me, man. So don't take this as smoke towards other niggas and little niggas and big niggas and niggas that rhyme. I don't give a fuck. Do what you love to do. But all I'm just saying, for me, stop calling everything hip hop, or stop acting like at the end of the day, this shit is something that you know it ain't, but you trying to act like that's what it is. Like, that's what it is. And
that's kind of the point I want to hear that, though. That's kind of the thing I wanted to. He says he's not taking the shots. I hear shots.
Yeah.
everything is not hip hop. What do you think? Let me ask y'all. What do you think he's inferring? Who could possibly fit into the mold of what he may be? I know we ain't trying to infer, start no beef, but what do y'all think about that?
I think he's just a New York old head rapper who, if it ain't like the beatbox and it ain't hip hop, and I'm not trying to say like he's wrong in his statement. He can think what he wants. It's his opinion, and he's a pioneer. So you get like a forgo, you get like extra special treatment because you started all this. But there's some classifications of he could be talking about Travis and all those guys, and how how they borderline on a different genre, but still classify as hip hop, which you can still classify as hip hop. Is just leaning in a different specter.
The genre splits. Like rock, right? Rock used to be rock and roll at one point. Now you got what? Fucking metal. You got fucking, you know what I'm saying? You got grunge. You got all this other shit, right? Is that kind of what you're thinking? Hip hop is kind of split.
Yeah. You don't see kids out here saying, "Oh, these kids out here ain't biting bats off." Like Ozzy Osbourne didn't give a fuck that niggas won't biting bats' heads or just doing screamo. Just do what you want, but still be respectful. Like, don't just get out there and just do some bullshit and then expect us niggas to be like, yeah, we gonna fuck with it. No, at least has to be good. Like, don't pee on me and tell me it's raining.
Interesting reference there, brother. Yeah,
I wish that these guys would just say names sometimes, not to like. I don't want them to start beef, but like, if we're gonna put it out there, let's not speculate. Say, hey, blah blah blah, and we should call it this genre. Say, let's help name it then. But
yeah, but I get it.
It's just like,
yeah, I get it. You don't want to say names. That's what niggas like me. That's what niggas like me is for, bro.
You can't say that while you hide behind the avatar, homeboy. You like them anonymous people that be on fucking Twitter and you fucking stink,
bro.
You can't hide, bro. Say that, bro. You feel? But I think it is kind of weird to put Pink Seafood in the same category as a Raekwon. Can we call that the same fucking shit? You know what I mean?
I mean, they can do the same things though. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Travis, like someone like Travis, can't do what either of them can do, but they can do what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that goes to Raekwon. Raekwon can't make Skyfall, but everybody can do something different. Not everybody could be Raekwon, and not everybody could be Kanye West. Thank God, because I ain't trying to hear niggas just every random nigga be Kanye West. Like, you can't, like, we'll never find certain artists that started a genre. Like, we will never find another Kendrick, Drake, Ye, Travis, like all those guys who started something and like birth other niggas. We won't get those guys unless the littles do follow a different trend or set something, like split it up, like like a tree, like how everything just splits up and becomes longer and becomes like a different genre. Like every generation should have something they call their own. You shouldn't want to be us all the time. Like, get from under the wing and be your own person, but still be respectful. Like I said, keep it a player.
Yeah, it's having like rigid rules counter thesis to hip hop in general. Hip hop started as a kind of a rebellious street. I think honestly, hip hop's probably been the most progressive out of all the genres. There's a lot of people who probably successful in hip hop that probably wouldn't be as successful if they tried to do country. You feel me? Or they had that same aesthetic and they was in a different genre. What do y'all think about?
Oh yeah, you want to talk about gatekeeping? Country music is like the worst.
Whoa, they won't be let Beyonce win.
Yeah, like you couldn't have a young MA exist and be successful doing fucking stole my pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? Country, it just wouldn't happen, right?
Hey, that Shabuzi dude, I've been seeing him in nothing but commercials with his music playing. So, I thought he wasn't gonna get no shine, but he's on like 5 commercials.
Well, I mean, a lot of that's kind of like, it's kind of like, I think what he's trying to say, what Raekwon's trying to say, like if you list your menu and like I come in, this is what happened with hipster restaurants, right? You go into these weird bougie ass hipster restaurants, it'll say cheeseburger, and then you order a cheeseburger and it's on fucking pita bread, and they got like chives with some fucking garlic aioli on it and shit. You're like, nah, dog, I wanted a fucking cheeseburger. You know what I mean? So like that's kind of how I
That's a
look at
great
it.
analogy. That's literally a great analogy.
Yo, that was awesome, bro. Get you know, take you a year. But yeah, I agree. Like the hipster kind of thing, you know, it taints shit. But I also think that mainstream is more so pushing a Shabuzi. I don't think Shabuzi itself, he didn't win no fucking on them country music awards or no shit. I don't think the traditional country people are fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? Even Big X dabbles in country. You know what I mean? You think he's finna get an invite to the fucking next CMAs? You feel me?
Well, he was doing a lot besides country. If he was just doing country, maybe, but he was like, there was a lot. There was like devil and like shoes and stripper poles. I'm like, all right, this went from country to like strip club.
Strip club, that could be a new thing, like stripper country.
Well, that's why the pushback was so vocal too, because like when you look at like traditional country music, you got to look at the demos that listen to it. That's like, you know,
conservative,
Christian, conservative, you know. But like the way that mainstream country is now, it's synonymous with pop music. It's kind of under one umbrella. It's not even close. It's not Merle Haggard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You know, Johnny Paycheck is ain't none. That's a whole different. Once again, goes back to the genre split thing, right? People are gonna shit progresses, bro. You ain't gonna hear the same shit that you heard in the 80s in the fucking 2024. And that's a good thing, the bad thing. But if you want to hear the older shit, is older people making music. And even then with the Raekwon joint, I think he even adapted a bit, because if you look at the length for the songs, they like 3 minutes. You don't see the 4 minute fucking 3 hooks, fucking 3 verses. Some of them shits are shorter. You feel me? So he did adapt. I think the entire project was like 40 minutes out of 17 songs. If back in the day, 17 songs, that shit would have ran 1 hour and 10. You feel me? So
and they used to run like 3-minute skits too. He did put some skits in there, but they were short. You know.
Mm-hmm. He know y'all attention deficit motherfuckers is fucked up, so he adapted. Him and Slick Rick, you saw that, right? So they are adapting a bit to things, but they still keeping their essence. You feel me? In a way. So I respect it. One last thing on the Raekwon joint. As we know, we had the recent back and forth Nas and Jim Jones, so he kind of addresses that.
Did not write that verse for Jim. That was a straight shot Jim got hit with. And y'all made it seem like that was for Nas. That was for Jim. Nas wasn't dissing Jim. And the reason why he changed it, because he knew that at the end of the day, damn, Chef, I gave you these verses months ago, and now all this shit is popping up, which at the end of the day, he not standing on it because he's in another zone. He trying to get money. He doing this, he doing that. You know, Jim said what he said, and the fans responded, and that was that. Nas is all the way on the other side somewhere, not even paying attention to it that deep. He's not getting caught up in that. And now all of a sudden, when I'm getting ready to drop my album, Nas hits me and say, yo, Chef, I'm going to do another verse, my nigga, because I don't know, for some reason, I think that this rhyme right here is going to make niggas feel like I'm dissing Jim, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? This rhyme I made way before all this shit even came up. And this is real shit, y'all. I don't got to fucking lie to y'all niggas, man. I promise y'all niggas, he wasn't dissing Jim. This ain't no diss record. And if it was a diss record, why would he put it on my record? Because guess what? I fuck with Jim. He know I fuck with Jim. So I ain't getting in nobody beef. If it was a beef, it's no beef. So y'all took whatever that rhyme was that leaked, because I guess it leaked from somewhere. It didn't leak from us. But yo, that wasn't for Jim. Nas was rhyming like that because the beat made him rhyme like that, nigga.
Kind of hostile.
Did not.
But yeah, so he basically confirmed that leaked so-called verse was a real one. I was thinking AI or an old throwaway or some shit. So I guess it is a real verse. But I also thought the whole dissing Jim Jones shit was kind of a reach. But what did y'all think? I know Cam dropped it, and we all kind of got the preview. At least I hope I did. What do y'all think? Is he kind of covering up for Nas? Do y'all think it was a subliminal shot? Or what do y'all think?
Nah, man. What the fuck do we got live for? That's protecting him, if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like that, both of them niggas could clean Jim up easy. So it's like, you know, because Jim ain't gonna let up off this shit. Jim's gonna keep fucking poking for sure. So it's like, yeah, they don't got no reason to hide that or to protect him.
And Ray kind of alluded to that too, like in a nice way. Like he was throwing Jim bail. And he's like, Nas ain't even worried about that. You know, you can't step in the arena with him anyway. He just didn't say it like that. But
it's like your one homie that can't fight, and you see him getting into it at the club and shit. You be like, man, look here, bro. Don't do that shit. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Like I said, I thought it was a fucking reach anyway. But I found it interesting that he went in there even out of respect. Like I think Cloud alluded to, like he covering up even further because he's like he didn't even want him to think Jim was dissing him. You know, I don't know. Kind of weak to me. I wouldn't apologize. I ain't redoing shit. If it's the verse I did, it's the verse I did. But you think that's a truth in there? You know what I mean?
But that proves to how grown Nas is. If he knows, if he can read the room, be like, hey, if that one line can initiate a beef, let me change it so there's peace. I think Raekwon's telling the truth. I don't think, because Raekwon don't even know how a verse leak. This is 2025. Verses leak every damn day. So I think Nas did it out of respect, because I think Nas ain't trying to like beef with nobody. Like, nigga, didn't he just buy like a soccer thing? Or she bought something that was like 3 million or 3 billion. Like, I'm spending big bread. I ain't about to dish you. Like, it's like Cam said, even if I wanted to engage, I'm over here in a different country. I'm not about to dish you in New York. I'm about to be in this country getting money. And Raekwon, like he said, I'm gonna get money. Any old guys like Raekwon, they ain't gonna lie about a diss track. If it was a diss, they would have been said on a diss. Shoot, it would have said Jim Jones diss writing in the song.
Yeah, Nas doesn't strike me as a passive aggressive. He's not in the Drake mode to me. I think he's gonna say your name in the fucking. I don't
say Jay-Z name in some of them songs. He should have said.
We know he's talking about. But...
Yeah, I would say it's just like one of those where I could see where the explanation gives some holes for people to still question it, but you know, like Jonathan said, why would he lie? He's got no reason to lie. And I also agree with Dell that it just shows that Nas probably mature enough that even if he noticed it, whether he meant to or not, he's like, I don't need to engage with that now. You know, maybe I wrote that when, blah, blah, blah. But regardless, we don't need to get into it. So.
Man, I want to say you're probably the most respectful panelist we've had. I was like, who the fuck is Jonathan, bro? I ain't know. J Cloud, that's that motherfucker.
I was low-key about to call him Jonathan too. I was going to be mad with you. Respect.
I looked at the name and I just go off the name on the screen sometimes when I'm talking.
Who the fuck is Jonathan? Somebody answered the chat. But yeah, man, I agree with all of y'all. Any last thoughts on the unks in general? Any last thoughts on Ray's thing or anything we got in closing? Are y'all ready to move on?
I think this is dope because there's definitely I don't see this dying out anytime soon. I think that the way that the pendulum has started to swing in the direction that a lot of us were hoping, I don't see it swinging back the other way for like a long time, because like when you look at like the talent base or the people that they can pull from these young people, like who's strong enough to pull the pendulum the other way?
As far as the ageism, as far as the unkism in hip hop right now, the unks holding it down. You talking about the youth kind of swinging and pulling them that way? It might actually inspire them. You know, that's what the hope, at least, is that
if I could see Eminem and Babytron and Big Sean on the song, anybody could get on the song. And no disrespect to Babytron, I love Babytron. But Babytron and Eminem is like night and day of Detroit. Like one's Batman and one's like Joker.
There you go. The comic book nerd come out. We like
Even
it.
Big Sean, like I would never see Big Sean and Baby Tron in the same song. So I think the old and new can work together. It just have to find the right producer and the right flow. You can't come in there. You can't put Raekwon with Laser, or you can't put Raekwon with Trippy. And when maybe sometimes if Trippy just actually raps, like maybe, but other than that, it has to be someone that can at least keep up.
I've never heard Trippy actually rap. It's different between the people I think that like do the singy songy shit but can spit. Like I've heard them spit, you feel me? And people I've never heard on the 16, you feel me? Like fucking Thug, right? I've heard Thug spit regularly, you feel me? But he can do the singy songy shit. He's versatile. Some of these cats can only do like what's that girl name that fell off the face of the earth now? That she got skinny. Ice Spice, right? You'll never hear off a drill beat, you know what I mean? Because you can't rap. But Lotto, you'll hear on both, you feel me? But that's all I got, man. So make sure y'all tune into the website. We had a lot of shit dropped. I dropped the article, The Decline of Rap Collectives, Nostalgia Necessity, long ass title. We had the Dozer. That's actually, man, I just got through listening to that project, bro, when I was posting it. You know, I like sometimes when I post the shit, I always put it on in the background. This shit is pretty dope, man. I like the gritty shit, bro.
Yeah.
Until Japan. So check it out, man. We got all kind of variety of shit, R&B shit, you feel me? So make sure y'all check out the reviews, man. Stay up to date on everything. If you don't feel like combing through the endless drops, we got you covered as to what's worth your time out here, right?
Hey, and drop a comment too. If you go to the webpage and you read the article, if you don't like it, let us know. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Drop a comment in general, bro. Like I said, we're here to talk with you, not talk to you. You feel me? So
yeah, you'll find me on the YouTube comments. I'll be in there being like, hey, sorry you didn't like this review, or glad you liked it. You know, I'm in there always trying to respond positive or negative.
Shout out to the diplomat. You nicer than me, because sometimes I'd be like, motherfucker, I try to be nice on the account, but man, I gotta hand that off. I can't do it, brother. Anyway, man. Now, speaking of new drops, we got Tyler the Creator drops "Don't Tap the Glass" dance record, I believe. Dance. Well, he's kind of tailored this one, I guess, to be more of a upbeat type of record. I haven't went through the whole thing. I only listened to like the first 2 tracks, something like that. But it sounds very upbeat. But it already hit the Billboard 200, moving 250,000 units less than 4 days of release. So he's definitely moving the units, whether it be the curiosity streams or just he has a pretty good fan base as well. Have any of y'all got to listen to it so far? And what are your thoughts on the project?
It was cool. I mean, it's high quality for what it is. It's not my bag. I was hoping after the verse he put on the Clips project, I hope we were going to get some Tyler like that, but some wishful thinking. I mean, in the future, hopefully we get more Tyler like that, but I mean, it was cool. It's not shit that I listen to, but I understand why people do listen to it.
Yeah, I listened to it. I liked it. You know, it's a project I'm definitely mixed on. Like, I liked it. It's good, but it's just like, I feel like there's some dance music that I like more. There's some hip hop dance music that I like more. There's some kind of like West Coast dance stuff I like more. There's, it's just everything about it that's good. I feel like I have a better version somewhere else, but it does also a good job of bringing all those together. I'm not as big of a Tyler fan as a lot of people are, though. So
yeah, you like me, bro. I like my fantastical cocaine tales, bro.
Yeah.
But I think it's good for what his last project I did find enjoyable for what it is. It's not something I'll probably revisit outside of a couple tracks, but good music is good music. You can tell that there's music tree involved in how he does his thing, and I can respect that. You feel me?
Yeah, that's how I felt about the last one. I probably actually like this one a little bit more, but again, I'm just not. I didn't give that one as much time as a lot of people did. I'm not a big Tyler fan. So
I feel you on that. Anybody else got a chance to check it out? What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, this was my bag. I fuck with this. Yeah. That's pretty much all I got to say. I like the last one a little bit more, but yeah, I fuck with up tempo like dance type of shit. So this is This is it. And the thing about him is he tries to. I kind of knew we weren't getting like shit like POV because he's kind of someone who like doesn't really like do the same album twice, and I feel like we got a lot of that on Call Me If You Get Lost. Like we got like a lot of the like mixtape like type of raps, like that type of shit. And so I don't know what the next one's gonna sound like, but this was definitely like this is definitely out of left field. I didn't expect this type of approach, but yeah, I fuck with it.
I low-key saw this coming. If you look at the evolution of Tyler Creator, he's went from the edgy, weird kid to becoming like Farnsworth Billy that can make music. Like all his music's been like up tempo, like party. Like ever since Igor, like from Igor to now, it's been like the best Tyler Creator music I've ever heard in my life. Like whatever Tyler Creator this is, like the happy dance go guy, Louis Vuitton guy, that I need that Tyler every time. Like this extra party, it's like The Weeknd. Like no, like people like Weeknd when he was drugged up and looked like a pineapple. Now that he's like wearing suits and like doing all this pop stuff, everybody in the world loves him. So I think this is maturity coming to its end. I'm not going to give you roach eating music. I'm giving you dance music.
Yeah.
He is wildly entertaining. Like, I mean, nobody can deny that. The dude is he is an enigma. Like, you got to watch him, you know. And I definitely respect that. And he's been super consistent too with like his personality and the way that he moves. Ever since you go all the way back to Loiter Squad, like the dude's full of great ideas and he's good at making shit happen. So, all the respect to him. Keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir. And for the record, the Farnsworth Bentley album is fucking fire.
And that's what I'm talking about. This is our Farnsworth. We just ain't got an umbrella.
All right. I guess.
Giving me a Photoshop art idea.
Never mind. I won't make that joke. If umbrellas could talk, you know what I'm saying?
So speaking of the Tyler joint, not everybody is feeling it. Maria Muscos, this is like a fucking fake account. The pretension in hip hop needs to be discussed more, especially with Tyler. Enough is enough. You should put that in bold. It would have made the tweet hit more. The
She said pretension.
Actually good. Mm-hmm.
Look at that location.
She's
location.
She's British. Pretension. That's a red coat. What's a
red coat? That's a red coat word.
The British are coming.
More than you know.
The fact that she said pretension means that she's pretentious. Like, what are we even doing here?
Oh shit! There is a British flag in her thing. Yo,
get out of here, dude. Get out of here, bro. I ain't taking any music taste advice from people who ain't figured out that the only place for baked beans is next to brisket. You know what I'm saying? Anything outside, get the fuck out of here with that.
I saw them eat baked beans with like it was something. I don't even know, man. But I'm like, bro, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not eating baked beans. We are not in the fucking caves.
But you know what, bro? That's that whole like survival shit. If you go to like a lot of like third world countries, you tell like back in the day, England was a shithole. Because it's like beans and potatoes and shit to fill you up, bunch of rice, you know.
But we got money now.
That's what I say. Protein, where the protein at, man? But yeah, I feel you on that, bro. I think though, that what do y'all think about his legacy, right? I think we have some back and forth as to the legacy or what's going to be the lasting impression of Tyler, the creator, right? Because once again, like your versatility can also be kind of like construed as your weakness, where you don't have that magnus opus where he's just spitting fire for an entire 6. Does he? Do y'all think he has that, where he has that Nas Illmatic type of thing? Does he need that to solidify his legacy? What do y'all think about that?
Nah, man. I think he has a definitive album. I think Wolf is always gonna be like that one album.
About Wolf.
But I think he's gonna be like down the line. He's gonna be regarded as basically like Kanye adjacent, just the one who didn't fucking lose his mind. So
he's right. He's right.
He got a long way to go. I mean, he still got 10 years, 20 years to lose his mind. How old is Tyler?
He's like 30. He should be our age. Now, I know Tyler ain't no
Yeah, he's
30.
young. He's I think he's like a year older than me. He's like 33, something like that.
I was about to say, yeah, he's still
34,
he's still
something like
decent.
that.
But no, Tyler Creator's gonna be fine. Like, if you start the first album and go all the way down, you're gonna be like, dang, when did he get happy? Or when did he get something, his mental right? Because like J Cloud said, if you listen to Wolf, you can see like, okay, he's transitioning. Shoot, I forgot what was that album with he was in a bed of flowers, something about the bees. Like, yeah, like I ain't hear nothing. I think that was like Cell Phones was on it with Caliucci, and I was like, yeah, this is definitely what I like listening to. Tyler Creator with like peace of mind. I like my artists with peace of mind. Like, yes, go through things in your life, but don't just put that your trauma right in the song. Just don't throw it in right there.
Like the upbeat shit. Hey man, I don't know. Weekend kind of been fell off since he been kind of happy. I don't like that shit.
But hey, you falling off happy.
I guess we need some depression music, bro. You need to be some people need to be depressed because they don't drop good shit. Eminem, since he been happy, it's like fuck.
Did the Weeknd get sober?
Yes.
That's what happened.
Well, define sober.
Well, I mean,
like I'm not like sober enough to be. He has a normal haircut. Like yes, like
he chilled out a little bit.
Yeah.
He moved to the soft, got off the hard.
Hey, unfortunately, that's just like the nature of the beast, bro. Like there's some people that wouldn't have their creativity without the drugs, and it's super unfortunate. And it's like like you go all the way back to like Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix. It's like without all that heroin, like you don't know what you would have ended up getting. Like for them to establish themselves as like some of the best musicians ever, like I don't want to say maybe they needed the heroin, but it's kind of hard to argue because you see it happen a lot. People clean up and then they just can't, they're not chasing the dragon, so they don't really have the crazy ideas that they used to.
Yeah, some people don't make it to but look at the Amy and Winehouses of the world. You don't never even reach your potential due to the drugs. You feel me? So
that's what I mean. It's a weird like teeter totter right there. And I mean, Eminem is like, he often talked about that. Like when he first got sober, he was like the anxiety that he had trying to go in to make music sober was like almost overwhelming. He was able to. I mean, people can talk about his later projects all they want, but he said it was a really like crazy tightrope to walk because he had like convinced himself that he needed the drugs to do what he had already done.
Well, you could just fry yourself out, right? I mean, I remember when Eminem was coming back and doing press stuff with Royce da 5'9" for Bad Meets Evil, and they're asking Eminem questions, and he's like, I don't remember any of that. And just has
that's
blank.
That's real, bro. Like I've been I mean, I lived such a fast life in my early 20s. Like when I got sober, there's like whole pockets of my early 20s that I can't remember anything.
Yeah.
I mean, not like a little bit. Like I'm talking like huge 6-month chunks where I can't remember nothing. I got no memories at all from a lot of those periods in my life. So I understand it.
Yeah. I've met a couple people a couple times because they just don't remember shit. They're all fried out.
Shit, I ain't even been drugged out. That's huge swaths I don't remember. Like, what? I had people tell me stories sometimes. I'd be like, what? I did that? That shit's crazy, bro. Just general, but I've been blown up in all type of shit.
You got blown up. I was about to say.
I'm 10 concussions deep, bro. Like, it's I was in the era before concussion was a concussion where it's just like, walk it off.
Oh, shit.
Be like,
See, and I did both. I did the football, I did the sports, and then I did the, frying out. So yeah. I'm all right. I'm good. Don't worry about me.
Bro, they used to we get a concussion, right? This is USA boxing, like back when I'm like 13, 14. And you get a concussion, and the medic would give you a piece of gum because they said if you chewed a piece of gum, it would clear out. It would clear out the concussion.
Cobwebs, get it out.
Yeah, and these are smokers, bro. These are smokers, right? So most of my, when I competed, like I didn't have a lot of sanctioned fights. Most of my fights were smokers. If nobody knows what a smoker is, it's just like two gyms agree to have a bunch of their athletes fight with the other athletes. It'll be like local people at a local venue or at a gym, but the rules aren't really rules, you know? So you get clipped in round 2 and you might get a standing eight count. And then, you know, maybe there's a little discussion between the coaches and they said, he might've been out of it, but let's give him a few more rounds after that. So there's, hey, pop a piece of gum in your mouth and give you 30 seconds. And they're like, now he's ready to rock. You know, so you're just stacking concussions on concussions.
That's good.
It's not like that no more, man. I'm glad that the sports too. I'm glad that they're really taking notice of that.
Oh man, they giving these kids EKGs now. I mean, we can go down conspiracy bag we want, but
my old football helmet up in his closet is literally just styrofoam inside hard plastic. Just like, well, that doesn't seem safe.
Yeah, good times, man. Good times, bro. That's why we fucked up now.
Yeah.
Salute
I love
to millennials. But moving on, man. What else we got here? We're gonna skip the crash dummies to Southside of here. And I didn't prepare anything. I apologize. I have some. If you don't show up next week, I have something funny for you or some shit. But we're gonna go straight into the DOD. And we pull up an artist here. His name's gonna be DeShaunJay. One word. You need to split that up, brother. With his song called King Me. So we're going to check this joint out. Make sure you guys mute your mics for the duration of the song so we don't get any feedback. Let's do it.
Yeah. Wherever we flourish in all things, we flourish. Last man standing. Yeah, right back active, they would've never guessed it. Fuck their opinions, never needed suggestions. And it still flourish, I hope that ain't in question. Pardon me why I flex, I just let them make it for too long. Tried to make it right now, I'm honestly good with 2 wrongs. Not the one to bother, it's best if you niggas move on. Acting like you trying to come prove something. Boy, if it's up, fuck it, we upstairs. Fuck any rappers that niggas think should be compared. I need more than one and I'm happy though if they compare. Nick Cannon floor if you see the team in the drums net. Friends and family with my enemies. Kept it cool just pretending that shit ain't get to me. Had to protect my energy. Cause they don't wanna see the wrong side of silly me. Nah, and you can never understand this feeling. Y'all ain't put enough years in this shit. Y'all ain't felt the pain. Y'all ain't shed enough tears in this shit. Thought I lost the drive. I had to shift up a gear in this shit. Lost all fear in this shit. I need it direct so we can keep it as clear as it get. Went up a tear in this shit. I see through the smiles. Niggas fake as veneers in this bitch. I keep it 100, but some folks done got weird in this shit. Yeah. The last one to try. It's royalty and FG and that completes the tribe. Bitch, I put the MV and MVP vibe. Back out in Houston, first session, they was streaming live. They can't stand them, but they steady trying to be the guy. So above these niggas, they can't see the sky. Look up, all they see is I. Been you not to try me, ain't no seeing I. So good with these words, this shit can't be defined. Okay, this game like chess, never no checkers. They pussy so they won't check us. Never be a pawn boy, I run the ball like a king, they can't see me. Switching up, trying to hurt me constantly, hoping to bring me down off this throne. I've been resting in with my feet up, till my arms folded. I swear to pledge my allegiance to this floor shit. I've been royal, ride for the bros, I've been loyal. Hold it down and get what she want, my nigga, she been spoiled. Been the type you can't find. Far from perfect, but the closest in mind. Disappeared, I had too much on my mind. I ain't never been blind. If he ever had a chance, she ain't mine. Man, this shit come with time. Dream of doing all of this in 09. They can never imitate, but they try. Do this shit like it's my life on the line. There ain't no plan with mine. Lost a few along the way, but we fine. They done crossed too many lines. I'm calling outside. 9-dime Borman, I've been the king on the north side. I don't never feel the same energy when they outside. Bunch of grown men act like women, keeping their mouth wide. Just know we not the same. Out you acting like your sister know your block of shame. Made something out of nothing like you David Blaine. Started this shit with a group, feel like I'm Eddie Kane. Seasonal feelings, the way these niggas change. Forever we. Yeah.
All right, there you have it, DeShaunJay, King Me. All right, so let me see who we're gonna start off with. I guess it's me. I put my name first. All right, so I mean, I kind of hear like an early J. Cole vibe, bro. You know what I mean? I was thinking J. Cole when I was listening to this shit, like early J. Cole. He kind of slowed down his flow now, J. Cole, to me. He kind of fell into his bag, but it seems like when he was trying to impress motherfuckers, you had kind of this same similar flow to me. But I think the beat was decent. You feel me? I think the flow was on point, bro. The bars, he had a couple of pretty good punchlines in there, but he did combine some substance in there. It's a thumbs up, bro. I mean, it's an easy one for me. So yeah, thumbs up from me. Who's next? I got Obi down there, bro. What do you think?
All right, yeah, I'd say overall a thumbs up from me too. I think that the flow was good. I did like that beat probably maybe a little bit more than you, but there was still something there that I just felt was like, yeah, I could use a little something to spice it up, or I don't know. There was something there that was keeping it from being great to me, I guess, but it was still good. Thumbs up, definitely.
Awesome. Who we got next? Dale, what do you think, brother?
I agree with you. It does sound like similar to J. Cole, because if you close your eyes, you're like, oh shit, is this J. Cole unreleased? And that's not a bad thing, because like people complain about that there's not a lot of like real rappers. So I do give him props to like really rapping. So if you're gonna be really rapping on the beat, at least the song was good. So I give him that. So yeah, it's a thumbs up.
All right, shit. 3 thumbs up. Will we get a unanimous? We will see. Damn. What do you think, brother?
I think the mix was terrible.
Thank you.
The mix was horrible. Like,
I didn't know if it was me, the stream, or but yeah,
there was
quiet.
No compression. It sounded like he was rapping in a storage container with like no soundproofing.
This video.
But like he could rap. He has some cool little cadence switches in there. There was like a lot of low hanging fruit bars and stuff. Some of his schemes were cool.
Yeah.
For him to like rap at that level, but then like have that production be so bad, it's like what are you doing? Like how serious is he taking it? I'm gonna give
broke, man, need some money. No, I'm just
probably, but it was like really bad though. Like you got a solid $200 mic in a interface. Like there's no reason why your vocals should be that bad. I want him to keep making music, but I'm gonna give the song, just based off the production of the song, a thumbs down. But I'm giving him a thumbs up to like keep pursuing it, because he's got some cool cadences. He rhymes well. He does this shit. I'm sure Cloud will know what I'm talking about, where like he takes the end of the line and blends it into the next line with like the same scheme, where like it's like an offset on the punchline, and that's cool. That's like higher level pen. You know what I mean? Like it takes some talent to be able to do that. So you just got to get in a studio or work with somebody that knows what they're doing, because there's no reason why that mix had to be that bad.
Tough crowd. Cloud, bring it home, bro. What you got, man?
Yeah, bro. There's too much working against him here. The mix. I thought I was going to be the only one to bring up the mix, but yeah, that mix is nasty. That's a nasty mix. But yeah, bro. If you record at home, bro, like you gotta get a couple $100 together, man, and get a new mic, man. get a
closet, some foam, and a mic, bro. This kind of, but yeah,
get a road and a isolation booth, bro. Like that shit is bad. And if you went somewhere else and recorded that shit, they should have their whole shit shut down.
I was about to say, I'm
They
sorry.
finesse.
I forgot I rented out this guy my storage unit studio for an hour or two. That's what you did.
Even a
That's
good
my
mic
bad.
shield, like even a good shield would have like helped a lot of that. You could hear the echo bouncing off every corner of the room.
Yeah,
but
but
you got that
the beat,
middle of the mic.
Yeah, the beat was like,
Yeah.
heard a lot like it. It's kind of like we got Just Blaze at home. And yeah, rapping wise, yeah, like when I give people thumbs down and thumbs up, like it's completely isolated to the song. So it's like I'm not like necessarily saying stop rapping or some
two different things. It's two different things, right?
For sure. Some of them need to stop, but him specifically, I think there's something there, but I think he needs to brush up his writing a little bit. He was stumbling at some points as far as the flow, and overall it was a little bit derivative. I know y'all said J. Cole, like he sounds kind of like J. Cole. I don't really look at that as a good thing. If you know what I'm saying. Y'all know how I rock. I don't like. There's too many niggas that sound just like J. Cole. I could just go listen to J. Cole, bro.
That's kind of why I said early J. Cole, because I think even J. Cole had to find his lane, his flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of judging it off the fact that you kind of young. You know what I'm saying? And I had some talk with the brother. He's cool. You know, I had DM.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he good. But you know, just based off the song, I kind of get that you could differentiate between the song and how you feel as them as artists. You feel me? So those two things don't correlate necessarily. You know what I mean?
I just think sometimes like it can't, like I don't know how early it is in this dude's like, you know, his career, but I feel like he just going off this song, I feel like he's got to find some things that like differentiate him from everybody else, or even like J. Cole and the rest of the people that sound like that. You know what I'm saying? Like something that sets yourself apart.
So I'm thinking thumbs down for you. Is that what a long ass way to say thumbs down, motherfucker?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But he making music though. Like he's talented. He's not not talented. He needs to just keep writing and just get that production in order. If I would have heard those bars just like a cappella, you know what I mean? Like if we were just at like a parking lot party and he was just rapping, I'd be like, oh, buddy's nice. But what Cloud was saying, there was so much going against him from the production standpoint that it it muddied the waters too much.
Yeah, change the situation, bro. Change whatever mic you recording on. Change the situation, bro, and things will pick up.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to kind of invest in your career, man. I'm like one of the people, like I'm not against like having like a job and take that to funnel it in your, you know, that's to me that's an investment. You feel me? So, but I definitely hear the potential in there. So I'm with y'all. Like keep rapping, brother. And we may even revisit, you know, later one of the songs that was from 2024. He could even have a better setup going now. So maybe we'll revisit it in the future.
And especially if he's doing it himself too, you know, like I'll bash myself right now, dude. Most of the fucking the little bit of music I did release, like some of the early shit, like once I actually, and I'm not good at mixing at all, but like the last few that I was able to like figure out what I did, bro, and this might help him out a lot if he's listening, is I bought preset packs from other producers and then reverse engineered them just so I could understand how they got to where they got to. And then once I got like that baseline understanding, like you hear stuff different, and I don't hear stuff like Cloud hears stuff, but I know enough to like when I hear it, I'm like, oh fuck, like that's way off. And then when you compare the two, a little light bulb's gonna go off in his head and be like, damn, like the difference is crazy.
Definitely. Like I said, keep rhyming, brother. And if y'all want to follow the brother, I'll bring up his Twitter right here, DeShaunJay right here, followed by Daily Loud. I don't know how legit them motherfuckers is, but make sure y'all throw the man a follow. He does respond and shit like that. I meant to shoot you a message and let you know we reviewing tonight, but shit, I forgot, bro. But yeah, I'll shoot him a message, let him know we reviewed, and he can listen to that. But salute to you. Keep making music, brother. Any last thoughts on that?
Wait, what's his at? Hold on, let me blow the screen up.
Right here, DeShaunJay, his name, then FRVR.
Sure.
All right. That's what we got there. So the next thing we got coming up, we got a little quick comedy break, bro. Busta Rhymes is in the studio previewing the next big old hit.
Who arm is that? Nah. He had me in the first half. In the first half, I thought he was about to give me Fat Boy Raw Wave, but then it just went left.
Bro, that was almost like a parody.
What's up with these high-pitched fat dudes? Like, is that a thing now?
Yeah.
Like, is that like a new...
When Raw Wave started doing it, everybody wanted to be fat and sing. But not everybody could be Ruben Studdard.
I'm about to get fat myself, nigga. That's the fucking future, nigga.
Fat with a pistol and singing. Hey, I can surround you with an AR.
But nah, man, I make it a 60, but goddamn, he might have some hits in between. I
think Busta Rhymes thought he was. I don't know what's with everybody thinking Fat Dude. When Fat Dude gets on track, he about to give out his heart. Big Busta probably thought he had one, and then he heard that second verse. It was like, nah.
It sounds like when you fill up a balloon, right, and then you take the end of it and you let the air out, but you pull it, so it's like, you know what I mean?
That shit was terrible, dog. Moving on, we got a discussion topic here in regards to ghostwriting. Murs admits that he used ghostwriters before, and my question basically is going to be do we think the stigma to ghostwriting should basically go away? A lot of genres use it, but let's check out the video, see what he says, and also the brother who made the video says about it.
I had a ghostwriter on my newest single, Gas Prices. Shame, I feel no shame or guilt. I don't understand why rap is the only genre to criticize vocalists for not being the authors of their material. I had help on my new single from a guy named Bang, artist out of Arkansas that I was mentoring and working with in my program Ground Waves. Yeah, so I sent him the song. I was like, I don't like my second verse. See what you could do. He shot me back something that was phenomenal. I took what I needed and I gave him credit, and I'm giving him credit now. And I really feel like hip hop needs to create a safe space for the writer.
Okay, this is my guy Murs, Facts Review. Here we go. So I am not someone that is opposed to someone having a writer if it's for a single and it's something that goes to the masses, if you have to take care of your brand. But if it's like a freestyle battle, cypher, album cut, I think as MCs, we should be writing our own stuff. Now, when you speak on certain things like, there should be a safe space for it, I agree, but I think there's an expectation for hip hop as there's authenticity that comes with it. And as much as I love Murs, you have to remember that there are fans that are going to push back on this because hip hop is built on authenticity. And yes, there is songwriting, but we were always against the industry format. We always wanted to be our own thing. And I think that's the important thing about hip hop. But what do you think? Are you surprised that Murs used a writer? Are you not? Are you against it? Are you for it?
There you have it. Murs used it. He wants the stigma to subside as far as ghostwriters. I got my thoughts. Whenever I hear the word safe space, I kind of like zone the fuck out. I just think like I get in bully mode, like I want to fucking bully somebody. But anyway, what do y'all think about the topic at hand? What do y'all think about the topic of ghostwriters? Should hip hop, or is that against hip hop in general? I've always been taught like, nah.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, let's get this out of the way. Murs has the cachet to have somebody else help. He has the cachet for that.
Yep.
But I don't want what he says to be taken as people can just start a career and have somebody else start writing their shit. Like you don't have the good graces built up to, like, you got to earn your stripes. So I agree with him partly, but really only when it applies to people that have put in the work he has. You know, I don't agree that like somebody in the early stages or even the mid stages should have, you know, people writing whole verses. That's kind of crazy. But
you gotta earn your ghostwriters. Anybody else? What do y'all think?
Nah, you're right. That's what Cloud said is exactly what I was thinking. Like, it depends on who uses it and how solidified they are. This is Murs, bro. This ain't, you know what I mean? It's not Travis Scott or some shit like that. Like, this is Murs, who the legacy that he's created for himself. Like, I see no shame in and it's not like this is uncommon when you look at guys that are like mainstays or legends in the game. Like, when you look at writing credits that like Sci-Hi has got working with Push and Kanye and stuff like that. Like, it's a different thing. It's not like he's not coming at it like from an opportunistic standpoint. You know what I mean? Like he's done so much, like everything you could do in hip hop, that he's at a point where it's like, maybe I need to branch out and get different ideas from different places if I want to like do something different, or like kind of like alter the trajectory of my sound. And he was super humble about it. He was like, I wrote the verse and I didn't like it, so I reached out to somebody to help me with it. It's not like he just hit Buddy up and was like, hey, could you write a verse for this? Like, he obviously put time into trying to create something, and it wasn't working out the way he wanted. And, you know, he was in a position where he was like, maybe I'll just reach out and see if somebody could help me with this one specific verse. That doesn't mean that Murs doesn't write his own shit, or he's not going to continue to write his own shit, or he doesn't write 95% of his own shit. You know, this is one of those instances where, like, I never liked selective outrage, but this is one of those instances where, like, you could apply selective outrage.
I don't think selective outrage, because he said specifically he wants the genre to kind of embrace ghostwriting. Now, y'all comparing it to his legacy or whatever, but I mean, the entire, or at least part of the Drake stigma was that he uses ghostwriters and reference tracks, right? That was part of what Kendrick's pushback is like. You're not the culture. You use ghostwriters. You do weird shit. You feel me? Can you be selective in that sense where you give a pass to Murs because of his resume? Because Drake wrote a lot of shit. Let's be honest. Early career, he has one of those pens where you can absolutely tell that he wrote some shit. Like, and that includes R&B, that includes rap shit. Like, that was his way to get on almost, right? So is that a bit hypocritical to, you know, maybe say like, oh, you know, if you was on the side of Kendrick, say Drake can't do it, but Murs, he got the pen to do it. So what is the qualifying threshold to say, oh, now you can use the ghostwriters, right?
I think guess one thing for sorry, go ahead, Dale.
No, I was gonna say, like, depending on what you do, because let's say I'll use Travis Scott for example. If I'm making the song and I'm actually doing everything and I'm also making the music too by saying stuff, I may need like a verse here and there. But if, like you said, if I'm just rapping on it, and let's say I come to like a writer's block, because if it happens to actual book writers, rappers make books by words. So sometimes I might stumble. It might take me weeks, and I need to put this out. Hey, Parson Fontaine or Lil Yachty, who wrote for the City Girls, hey, you know something you could put in this. Now, granted, they're women's songs, so women's songs are a little bit more lenient. But for men, hey, what's a good 4 bars that I could put in that may sound good? Oh, that works? Cool. And I could put you on the credits. Now, that's not saying you wrote from the to the period, but if you put in 4 bars, I have to give you credit. because that'd be just nasty for you just to put your input in and it makes billions and I didn't give you no credit. But like Murs said, it needs to be a safe space because of if I put something into it, I would like the respect of, hey, I did it. Just like with that dude who wrote for If You're Reading This Now, all the stuff he went through was because of him not getting his just due for writing those songs, getting beat up by Meek, getting ousted by Drake. If Drake would have just said, hey, this guy helped me with a few lines, that guy probably be like up there right now. But we are where we are.
Yeah, which is what I was gonna say, which is pretty much like Murs has the standing to say, hey, I'm doing this, and also giving credit at the same time, right? But there's a lot of people that don't give credit or try to pass stuff off as their own and not say that somebody else helped them, or and then try to stand there and say I'm the best rapper, right? But getting help through a bunch of stuff. So I think it's all about, are you giving credit? Are you giving, I mean, I'd rather see no ghostwriting realistically, but if we're going to see it, let's shout them out, put the names in the, let's get the credits out there.
That's probably where a lot of the stigma comes from too. It's not the fact that people are ghostwriting, but people aren't getting the credit for the ghostwriting.
Yeah. I also think we need to differentiate between like inspiration and like doing reference track for motherfucker. Like where it's like, I'm gonna teach you the flow, I'm gonna do all this, right? I think it's a big difference if I'm gonna kind of give you some, because I'm sure anybody who's done music, you got a couple rappers in this panel, right? If you've ever been like in the actual live studio with somebody, even if somebody send you a track, sometimes you'll hear somebody else's verse and be like, I gotta rewrite my shit. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you killing it, you know what I mean?
But there's a difference between sharing ideas and being like, here's a song, now you re-record it, right? That's like,
but not everybody can make a song sound good. I can write the best song in the world. I rap it, it sounds not believable.
But then you shouldn't rap. Get them the fuck out of here.
But if your voice can match it, like if somebody told me somebody wrote off Rick Ross beats or songs, I would not believe him. There's no way. The way that man says it, like I can't. Like sometimes your voice is necessary, even though it's by sacrifice of the authenticity. I'm bad at words, but if you wasn't here, where would that, let's say, 10 years of your music go? Let's say we get rid of Drake and Kanye for like 10 years. That's crazy.
Yeah. And also, if y'all played around with that AI shit, man, you can literally have a AI write. If you're a major artist, the AI will write shit in your cadence. Like, it's crazy. Like, I think we did that experiment the other day. How many people, like, how do we know if people even these days, at least mainstream artists, even writing that shit? You can literally tell it a subject and AI will write you some fucking verses. You know what I mean? Maybe you could switch it up a little bit, change it a little bit or whatever.
But AI isn't going to give you like the human unless
they start uploading their biography into the prompt.
Oh, you can make literal clones. Like if you post enough on social media, you can make a doppelganger and ask it questions. I've seen this shit. I've done this shit. You know what I mean? Like you can make a doppelganger of your profile, and if you post enough of your thoughts, if you use your shit like a diary, bro, your consciousness is literally uploaded.
Damn, bro, that's tight. I want to talk to me. I'm dope.
I want to talk to myself.
Shit is insane, bro. The shit is insane, man. So and then we share so much of ourselves online these days. So who knows? I mean, that's kind of getting into the weeds and stuff. But I think like the future, you may have to kind of accept ghostwriting because it's to the point where motherfuckers is literally getting ideas. People writing books and talking to Chat GPT about, what's your idea on this next chapter? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even sure how long you can even hold the gates as far as ghostwriting. You feel me? Yeah. But that's what I got. Any final thoughts? Did you say anything on this, Cloud? What you think about the ghostwriting? We need to hear the producers. You know what I mean? What do you think about ghostwriting?
That was the first one.
You was? I told you about the memory shit. It's the cushions, dog. You know what I'm saying? But any last thoughts on that subject, man?
CTE.
Yeah, 10 times, brother. If nothing else, let's move on to the next one, man. Next, we got up the underrated artists, man. I always shy away from calling people kind of underrated, man. I think it's an overused term, but in this case, I think it might be fitting. So we pull up this clip we got here of actually Memphis Bleek telling a story with Freeway. So
me and Beans were supposed to do an album. They flew us to Miami, right? They said, everybody go to Miami. Me, I ain't have none of my artists with me, but Beans said, I'm bringing Freeway with me because he ain't even have a budget. Free ain't have nothing. So they like, yo, y'all do the album. We bullshitting in the studio. Yeah. We get back to New York. Jay like, yo, what did y'all do? So me and Beans looking like, we ain't got nothing. We ain't do nothing. So he like, yo, y'all blew 300,000 just in the studio. Like, what y'all do? So then niggas like, Guru was like, but Freeway got some records. And my nigga Free, you came with the 2 monster records, bro. You made, if I believe, I know what we do is wrong is one of them.
Yeah, we did what we do in New York, but we did Rock the Mic
in Miami.
In Miami.
I ain't finna get hit with the copyright. They're just gonna play Rock the Mic. But yeah, but I like how every Memphis Bleek story is like, I wasn't working, I wasn't doing shit.
I would have beat. If I was Freeway, I would have whooped everybody's ass. What you mean? I just put 2 months of music on this. Y'all just, what was my money?
You know why Memphis Bleek didn't blow up. Now I can tell you that. But anyway, man, out of this, you hear what he said. Rock the Mic is a huge record, a ridiculous record. I've also heard different stories. You know about Freeway going back and forth with Cassidy when Cassidy was Cassidy and not this clone that we got now. Is Freeway criminally, and I use that word purposefully, right? Is he criminally underrated, y'all think, bro? I never hear him in anybody's top 50. I never really hear people giving him his flowers while living. Maybe I'm just in the wrong fucking circles. I don't know. But what do y'all think about that?
I think so, because yeah, he's like, I mean, on the East Coast, he's respected, bro. That whole Rockefeller crew is, Chris, Beans, all them. They're pretty much solidified. Yeah, they're all solidified, man. But yeah, like I really thought Stimulus Package, the first one, was very slept on. That was like one of my favorites for a long ass time. So I was fucking hyped when I first heard about the second one, and that took a while to come out. But I guess overall, I feel like more people should have talked about it, but I think he's like a legacy act at this point. I think he gets his flowers where the people that like that type of shit, where they are, he gets his flowers.
Yeah, he's Rocky Balboa in Philadelphia. Like that Philadelphia coke rap, like that's my main bag. That's like my favorite subgenre of hip hop, and he is that dude that really put Philly street rap on the map. Cloud, you remember it was like 2008 or something like that. He did the Month of Madness.
Yes.
And he dropped a single every week for like the whole month. And it was
every day.
Or every day. Yeah, every day for the month of December was with Raekwon and Eric Sermon and shit. Like, undervalued is probably a better way to put it, because I think a lot of people just aren't really aware of like how much of an impact he had on the Philly rap scene. But East Coast collective, but like Cloud was saying, you go to the East Coast and everybody knows Freeway, and they can list this whole discog and tell you like why it's so fire. But I mean, under the big umbrella of the whole country, way underappreciated, way underrated. Anyone who knows any of his music or like puts it up bar for bar against anybody else of that era, like it's hard to argue that he's not at the tip of the spear,
Yeah, he's 1A, 1B with Beans. So it's like anyone that fucks with Beans fucks with Freeway.
Yeah, Stimulus Package with Raekwon, man. Like, Fuck.
Both of them. Both of them.
That's like platinum level music. That's like when you talk about shit that's like so ironed out and classic, like it's that like unflawed hip hop that we like thrive for that we don't really get as much anymore. And I'm super biased because, like I said, Philly coke rap is like my shit. But
yeah. Philly rap in general, like the gritty of the gritty, bro. The Vinny passes. It's like Philly just has this sound, man. When you in a certain mood, bro. Gym music, like Philly kills gym music for me. Love that shit for that purpose. What else we got, man? Let me ask you this, but I'm gonna segue a little bit before I get to the other two cats, right? Does he make your top 50? Does he make your top 100? Do y'all think?
Easily top 50. Easily top 50. Not even a.
For me, yeah.
Maybe even top 20 for me.
That might be pushing it for me. I
said maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that for me, but definitely top 50. I agree there.
I'd say definitely top 100 for sure. Top 50, maybe if I had him like mentioned at the right moment. You know what I mean? It's one of those, but definitely underrated regardless.
Well, let's do some homework. Let's this week. I want everybody to run through his catalog, and then we can ask that question again next week.
Okay. I hate homework. I didn't do homework when I was in school. That's why I ended up going to the military.
I'll try my best. I'll get to something for sure.
It's hard for me to tell my kids to do homework. I keep trying to be a good father. I'd be like, man, fuck, why we got to go home and do more work? Fuck that. Dale, what you think about Freeway, dog? Underrated? Make your top 150? I think you got a little different taste, though. You know what I'm saying?
What We Do Is Wrong is probably like my favorite song of all time. Like there's like those songs from that era of like I forgot what year that is, but you can't have Freeway and not speak about Beans. Like it's like Cloud said, they're like 1A and 1B. So like, and I don't think there's that many Philly artists that like have legacies like those two. Like, hold on, did Freeway get sick or was it Beans that got sick?
Beans got shot.
Freeway.
Yeah,
I think it's Freeway.
Freeway got sick. Beans lost his voice from getting shot.
So I think Freeway, even with, I think if you do a old Rockefeller like tour, I feel like that song might ring louder than anything else. Like you said, when we came back, like when Bleak said, we came back and Freeway did all the hits. Like he himself carried both these men on his back. And I think Freeway, like Cam said, if you go to Philly and say something about Freeway, you might not come out there alive.
Facts.
Like him, Meek, and Beans, like those guys, you can't speak about Philly music and not mention them. And I Can't Feel in the Air is probably the greatest song of all time.
Damn, it's high praise right there.
Hey, Cloud, the stimulus package that they released that on Rhyme Sayers, didn't they?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That Ringin' last year with Jadakiss was one of the best songs of the year. Top 20 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that it is a place I would like to hear. You know, maybe a more mainstream drop from Freeway recently. You feel me? Especially with the category we had earlier. You feel me? I think this would be a great year for some new Freeway music. You feel me? Especially with some great features.
All the heat coming out of Philly right now too, like the collabs he could get on right now with Freeway and OT. I mean, Vinny Paz is still banging out music like
I'm
crazy.
surprised I didn't hear him on the Vinny Paz shit, to be honest with you. You know, was considering some of the, I heard Buck, but I didn't hear Freeway. Like, that's kind of crazy to me, bro. You feel me? It's like, no Freeway a verse on that shit. He would have killed that song too.
RJ Payne, dude, some RJ Payne and Freeway. Come on, man. I go crazy.
Yeah, we gotta have that, man.
Chris been going crazy too.
What's that?
Chris been going crazy too.
Has he dropped anything? I heard a freestyle a couple, but he
dropped a joint with like a whole EP with Dave East.
Oh, really?
Shit was hard, and I'm not like the biggest Dave East fan, but that shit was solid.
Man,
I
the
see what you're
opinion on
saying.
Davies is so fucking left and right. Some people love him, some people hate that man. But he
Davies
stay
is
working.
cool, man. It's just like it seems like it's the same verse every song. He's dope though. Like I'm not gonna say he's not dope. It's just you get a lot of the, I don't know. I call it the joiner effect, where it's like every
no.
verse is the same verse.
Nah,
No, don't put that on him.
Yeah,
Nah, I said the joiner
push that
effect.
evil
I don't.
homie.
I'm not gonna compare him to Joyner.
Okay.
Light years ahead of Joyner on a talent aspect. But the Joyner effect is like when it's kind of like you call it the Logic effect too. It's like every verse is interchangeable and you could just like mix and match and put them on any song that they've ever made.
I feel you. I was about to hit the hate button, boy. You was 2 seconds off there for you clear that
no
shit.
hate for Davies. Davies is dope.
All right, let's get into our last topic that we got of the day. Classism in hip hop, bro. Based off this tweet right here, motherfuckers buy no music, attend no concerts. I wonder who he's referencing with it. I don't even know. Buy no merch, only have a paid subscription, assuming they on the free tier, and have the nerve to behave as if they're the authority and how artists should package their music for the public. FOH, if you know what that means. I think this was in reference to Cardi. I think he did that bundle shit, didn't he? I think this might be in reference to all these bundles that people do, or maybe even like the deluxe package. We've seen people do the cheat code, the deluxe versions, where you drop the album and you throw 3 more songs and make it a deluxe and shit like that, which I think is fucking whack. But what do y'all think about this opinion here? Is supporting music more than just having a paid streaming service subscription?
No, I mean, I think it's kind of stupid. Like if there's a restaurant you like, you go eat there all the time and you're a patron at the restaurant, you want me to fucking wash the manager's car or some shit? Like it's music. Like we're here to listen to the music. Like that's what it is. That's the product you're giving us. So I'm gonna stream your music. I understand what they're saying. Like I support a lot of the indie guys that I really rock with. Like I got a bunch of JMT merch and shit like that, but it shouldn't be a prerequisite. Like it's fucking music. Like,
and stuff's expensive too. Like, bro, like tickets to Rolling Loud, if you don't get them on the day one, you spending $500, and that's just for tickets. Imagine if you had to drive to Miami or New York, the food, the money, the snacks and other things that you bring with you. Like that just runs up like $1,000. So, like, yeah, if I go to one concert from one artist, I'm not saying I'm not gonna support the artists I love, but I ain't gonna come out of pocket every time for every artist. I got like 50 artists I like.
Yeah, I think he's just,
you feel me?
I think he's just saying like, don't try to dictate how artists like present their music if you don't even like support them, if you don't even like buy their shit, if you don't like financially support them in any way, because streaming doesn't pay shit,
right?
You know, but at the same time, a lot of artists don't give any other option other than just putting shit on streaming. Like they don't sell anything direct to consumer or anything like that. So it's like I get what they're saying.
I mean, hip hop is like, you know, kind of originates and goes for people that don't have a lot of income sometimes. So like, what does that even? What are we saying? We're like, I make this music for this group of people, but they don't have the money to buy it. So fuck them. I'm not listening to them. Or like, you know, I guess I don't. As somebody that spends too much money on going to shows and buying merch and stuff, it's like that just all seems a little ridiculous to me.
Yeah, man. The Loonies told you, bro. Like I only got 5 on it. Like what the fuck else you want me to do?
Yeah, but at the same time, shit is devalued to the point where it's like you got niggas that will tell you, that will swear up and down that an album isn't worth as much the weed that they smoke listening to it.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about that. You're 100% right about that. And I'm glad that people, I mean, a lot of people will call it arrogance, but like there's artists that are actually like valuing their work the way it should be valued, you know. And I do like that. Like don't undercut yourself if you believe in what you're doing and you want a certain price tag for your shit. Like if you put the work into it. You know, reality's perspective. If that's what you think you deserve and you put the time and effort into it, people are going to rock with you or they're not.
Yeah, I'm not really hearing anybody that says $9.99 is too much for an album. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like respect anybody that thinks like that, to be quite honest. But at the same time, you're not obligated to buy it to buy an album. But it's like at this like they said, don't like dictate, you know what I'm saying, how artists move in their careers, like how they package music, how they trying to get, you know what I'm saying, they trying to pay bills too.
And even then, bro, I think it's a nostalgic view of things because motherfucking TLC had a fucking platinum album and was filing for bankruptcy, dog. People act like people in the fucking 90s and 2000s was like getting buku dollars from a fucking album. See, what you got, like a 3 cents from every fucking album after you the splits, after you pay out your management, after you pay the record label when they recouping and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I will say, as far from the consumer standpoint, that it was more effort. Like, if you live in, like, I'm from Chicago, dog, to get if you drop an album in December, I got to leave my crib. I got to drive in the motherfucking snow. I got to go to fucking Best Buy or Sam Goody or the record store and put it $10 across the table, drive back. If your shit is garbage, I don't get my $10 back. You feel me? So it was more of, I would say, a consumer effort. Like, if you drop some shit and people spent money on it, it was an effort into it, whereas you don't have that same thing, I would think, nowadays. You feel me?
Yeah. Back then you got a physical CD out of it, right? So now it's like a lot of artists I love, I can't get physical CDs from them. Some people it's like, well, you could stream it or you can buy it on some other service for $10. But at that point, it's like, okay, well, I guess I don't mind giving you $10, but it's kind of a donation, right? Let's be real about it. So yeah, I mean, it's just, everything's changed so much. It's so weird now.
Right. Definitely. Do you see hints? Do you think that it's a bit of a classism thing? That's kind of my last point on that. Like this whole like, I spent, $20 on a fucking, Meg Thee Stallion shirt, so I can dictate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like you have to spend the money in order to have an opinion. I think that's a dangerous slope, but slippery slope.
Yeah. People like at that once you receive what you paid for, the transaction is over, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get to take the extra step beyond that and start like micromanaging an artist's career. Like you got what you paid for, and that's appreciated. It's appreciated, but you got what you paid for.
Yeah, and there's levels too, right? Like the guy that buys the $13,000 Mac Hami record, I don't necessarily take his opinion as way more than the guy that just bought the regular record, right? I mean, it's like, yeah, you guys are both fans. I got it. You got the record. One of you went way too far, maybe, or whatever, or the right amount. It's all good, but
Basically, what we're saying is, fuck you, Martin Shkreli. That's basically what we're saying.
Hell yeah.
The dude that bought the Woo album and shit, ain't he's a piece of shit. Yeah. So, any last thoughts on that?
I think like if you're now in a position where you can like throw extra bread around to support artists you like the best thing you can do is just share their shit and be vocal about why you support them, how much you like it, tell other people about it, recommend it to as many people you can, and don't, on the opposite end, if there's something you don't like, don't go out of your way to like devalue someone's shit by telling everybody that it's fucking terrible. I can't get in on that. Like if I listen to something I don't like it, I'll just be like, oh, it's not for me. I understand why people like it. It's not for me, but I'm not gonna like take time to try to convince other people that they shouldn't pursue it. That's weirdo shit. That's real bitch made to me. I never really understood that.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I also think that's an excellent segue that if you like some shit, share it. Share this motherfucking podcast if you like real hip hop and discussion. We got close to 100 of y'all watching right now. Make sure y'all hit the share button. We can always catch people on the replay as well. We appreciate y'all coming through, and we're gonna get to our last segment. What the hell are you listening to? So if you got time, man, if you got your phone in your hand, because everybody got their phone in their motherfucking hand these days, pull out your playlist. Let me know whatever you rocking with, what you been listening to recently. Actually, I'll kick it off because I got my shit up anyway. The Raekwon joint, of course, I've been listening to that. Carter 2, I was listening to that shit, that Coyote shit, man. That shit is dope.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Some Jeezy, of course. I'm an old nigga. I gotta listen to my Jeezy. Step Brothers for Life. What else we gotta have? Some Earth, Wind, and Fire. Once again, I'm old niggas. So Earth, Wind, and Fire on that. Shit, I got some Marilyn Manson. That must be some gym shit mob scene. Some Drowning Pool. I was in my fucking some my screamo shit, what else we got? Some Crit and the Realest. That ESTG Jeezy shit. I play that shit 5 times a day. That's probably like my favorite song of the past 10 years. I ain't gonna lie. I want a joint project from them too. And I don't even particularly like ESTG that much, but when him and Jeezy collab, bro, I love that shit. That's about it, man. Whoever next.
Man, do you guys check out? I think I shared it on Instagram. Bubba Graham. Did y'all check him out at all?
I haven't heard him.
Man,
send me the link.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. His shit's all over the place. He's got some weird up tempo hip hop type shit, and then like some just straight rock music came out of left field. But I've been listening to a little. But the Raekwon, Cloud recommended YL in the chat earlier, so I've been spinning his shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out.
City of God, bro. The I Am God project, that's still getting crazy spins from me.
Dope,
I'm not over the Black Hole Superette yet. I'm still spinning that every morning when I'm getting ready for work. Company Flow. Because we had a On This Day post, the Company Flow LP in them yesterday, the day before. So I dove back into their shit in their catalog. Some Year of the Ox. I always go back to Year of the Ox a few times a year. If anyone's not familiar with Year of the Ox, probably one of the most underrated hip hop duos from Virginia ever. That's pretty much it. And just a lot of blues music.
Nice.
Gonna roll with blues, bro. I was watching Sinners the other day. I'm like, man, they make me want to throw on some motherfucking blues, bro. Throw some BB King on in this bitch. Who next, man?
Let's see. I'll go next. Let's see. Been listening to some Monroe Flow. That's Larry June's brother. I think it's his older brother, actually.
He has a brother?
Yeah, and they rap pretty similar. He's on his label. I think it's FTM, the label's name. I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's pretty good. I got a lot of Chicago stuff in rotation. There's new Jujilla, Reach Higher. I've also been listening to Fillmore Green, The Grand Design, and back on to Ill Dirty Rufus from Rufus Sims. Still listening to Boldy James, Nicholas Craven, Late to My Own Funeral. Started checking out Memphis Bleak, Apartment 3D. Speaking of Memphis Bleak, that's funny. And then the last one I'll shout out is this Arrested Development, Adult Contemporary Hip Hop. That's just like a really good, solid album, man. Like, I haven't listened to as much Arrested Development as I probably should have for how big their discography is. But I saw that had come out in the beginning of July, so I started up the other day, and it's just like really good, really solid through the whole thing, and like great adult hip hop, just like the title says.
Shout out to the Sims, bro. I grew up on the block with them people. Grandma had the best 25-cent cookies at the candy store I could think of. Salute to your grandma if she, so shout out to Sims. That's crazy. You even know that reference, man. That shit is crazy. Who next? Dale, you looking?
Oh no, I was gonna go last, but nah. So I'm definitely got this new Tyler in rotation. I literally listened to it like at least 3 or 4 times. I really listened to the Jack Boys 2 like 5 times in a row. That shit still hitting. Low Shimmy, I still like Rockstar Junkie. I thought I wasn't gonna like it at first, but it's not that bad.
That's a hell of an endorsement. It's not that bad.
Not because I wasn't gonna be a fan of that kind of music of Low Shimmy, because that's type of name I didn't think was gonna be good, but it hits. And I think that's it.
I bet. I think I hear a baby over there. You gotta get on that daddy duty. The man of mystery, Jay Cloud. What you been listening to, man?
Yeah, man. I've been listening to a lot of YL. So I had to bring him up in the chat.
He's cool, man. I rock
Yeah,
with it. He's cool. He's nice.
Versatile, crazy versatile. I've been listening to I've been running back Oh No Exodus into Unheard Rhythms. Oh No's Madlib's brother, for those who aren't like super hip, but he's dope. He's dope rapper and producer. Speaking of, I've been listening to Havoc 13 and 13 Reloaded. A bunch of family shit, because I have like a whole bunch of like family Lucy's from like stuff that was supposed to be for his album. So, you know, like mid 2000s, like unreleased Neptune shit. Blood Orange. I've been listening to like pretty much the whole Blood Orange catalog. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Cloud got a bunch of that unreleased shit, bro. He's got Davy Jones. He's got Davy Jones' locker full of music. This motherfucker.
Bet he be having all that exclusive. Hey man, we ain't to go to for the plug, bro. That's the plug right there. But that's all I got, man. So this last minute, I'm gonna give it to y'all. If y'all got anything y'all want to plug, anything y'all been working on, this y'all minute, y'all time to shine, to go ahead and get it out to the people, man. So I'll start with you, Cam, bro.
Metavorder.com/CassisCam. Get your workouts, your supplements, so you can stay strong and fit to protect the people you love. And just, I'm a roofer, so like the summer's rough for me. So y'all just pray for me, you know.
Pouring tall on the roof. Make think of Rick Ross. Obi, what you been working on, brother?
Oh, just reviews all the time, you know. Catch me at Obi_Trice_reviews at Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all that. Kind of working on some potential article ideas about like some upcoming artists from Houston. Might have one on some upcoming artists from Chicago. And then speaking of Monroe Flow, I was thinking about doing one on some sibling artists. Boldy James' sister, Double D, is a rapper, and Monroe Flow for Larry June. So thinking about maybe if I can get enough artists, so don't be afraid to throw people at me for anybody watching or anybody in general.
Definitely. Shout out to you, man, putting us on that underground shit, man. That's kind of what we strive for here, man. Put people on unknown and underrated artists. So salute to you, brother, finding them gems. Sure. All right, J Cloud. Dale's like he's incomposed right now, and that's probably the wrong word, but y'all know what the fuck I meant. Cloud.
My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Dale. We'll let Dale go. What you been working on, brother?
All right. I actually started working on some YouTube videos for on my YouTube, I just had my podcast, but now I'm able to record and put out like actual discussing videos now.
What's the name of the podcast?
Style Beastin'. I created it like 3.5 years ago, and I think I'm on episode like 137 right now.
Damn. Been working. All right, shout out to you, bro. Make sure you send me the link, man. We can drop it in. That's what I would like to do here, man. Plug everybody's shit. I like everybody, because everybody here has their own artistic things. That's kind of the dopeness, I think, of this group of people, is that everybody got some shit going on, but we come together for a purpose. So, man, salute to everybody doing shit, man. Y'all some very talented people. Honored to be in the room with y'all, to be honest with you. Cloud, what you been working on, man?
Hey, man, just making that music. All right, no, man.
Silly. All right, man. Appreciate you too as well, man. Cloud always coming through, man. Crazy ass. That's all we got, man. We appreciate everybody that came in. Like I said, close to 100. We at 90 right now. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all get them replay numbers up. I want to wake up in the morning, see a nice, big, healthy motherfucking number on this video here. We also gonna chop it up, try to split the episode into the different segments. If you don't have the patience to sit through an hour and a half of us fucking yapping, we can have it split up for you. So that's gonna be the next project we're working on. But outside of that, man, I salute to my panelists here, man, always coming through for a lively discussion, always knowledgeable, always prepared. Salute to the people who couldn't be here, the staff that couldn't be here, everybody that contributes to the platform in general. Salute to everybody who dropped a comment and tuned in. And always, you know, that's all I got, man. So have everybody here. I gotta say, peace. Let's get up out of here.